Okay, everyone. I hope that you're having a wonderful day. And today we're going to have to be a bit quiet because currently it is two, let me try to get this in frame. It is 2:40 in the wonderful state of Pennsylvania, Philadelphia, city of brotherly love. Now, I also want to mention that, I was just sitting up and I was thinking about how I need to get on here and put something more out for you guys because I've been really consistent. I've been trying to do my best, but I know I can go to another level. I know I have the ability to provide at an even higher level. I know that I'm able to excel in what I do, but in order to do that, I got to put in the effort. Like, I got to take it to that next level because ultimately my goal is to help all of you guys and girls and gals and men and women to become your best selves, to reach your full potential, to achieve greatness. And I got to lead by example. I have to lead by example. So that's why I'm up at 2:40 in the morning recording this video. And our subject for today is how your mind is like a garden. Imagine you have a garden, just some soil, and you're planting seeds in there. What you plant, you're going to get. And I don't want to get ahead of myself, so let's get to this next slide. You shall reap as you sow. Yeah, I don't know why my throat just got dry right there, but you may have heard this phrase before. For those who don't know, reaping means you will get. Sowing means what you plant, what you give. So you will reap the fruits of your labor. What you put in, you will get out, is what you reap as you sow means. Your thoughts, actions, and emotional energy plant seeds which grow into your life. So imagine if you're always mad at people, like you're always arguing, you're always fighting people, you're always causing issues. Ultimately, this is going to push people away from you and is going to bring more negativity towards you because angry people bring anger to them. Happy people bring happiness to them. If you plant roses, you're going to get more roses. If you plant anger, you're going to get more anger. If you plant happiness, you will get more happiness. And what you repeatedly water and pour into, what you give your emotional energy to, what you allow to affect you, what you give attention to, what you put your effort towards will grow. So it will increase. If you put out good energy, you plant good energy will come to you. If you put out negative energy, anger, frustration, you're insulting people, you're backstabbing, you're neglecting people, ultimately that's going to bring more of that badness to you. And I try to avoid using the words good and bad because everything has some good in it, everything has some bad in it. But you guys understand what I mean. Now, what you neglect will die. So, if you're putting out more good than bad, you will ultimately begin to have less bad because you are not putting emotional energy into that. What you focus on will grow. What you allow to affect you will increase. So if I allow good energy to affect me, if I'm hanging around good people, I'm reading, I'm going to the gym, I'm working towards my goals, I'm being nice to people, I'm being respectful, I'm going to get that back. Because if you're kind to people, yes, some people will take advantage of that. Yes, some people will be disrespectful to you and think that you're just this pushover. But most people will treat you how you treat them. If you help somebody, naturally, sooner or later, they will help you. And I'm not saying to help people in hope they help you back. I'm simply saying that the natural way things work is people help those who help them. people are nice to those who are nice to them. And if somebody came up to me, I'm a very kind or nice person. But if you came up to me and you slapped me, I'm slapping you back because you swung on me, so I'm swinging back. You will reap what you sow. If you sow hatred towards me, if you sow violence, if you sow slapping me in the face, you're getting slapped back in the face because that's what you brought upon yourself. What you planted is what will grow. You planted violence towards me, so you grew violence back towards you. And are all okay. And the last point there is that other people, whether they know it or not, are planting things in you. So on the good side, you might have a friend who says, "Yeah, Lawrence, good job on that business. Good job on that promotion at work," or "Congrats on the baby." Maybe you became a parent recently. Two people in here actually are. Congrats on the baby. So adorable. What's his or her name? Here's some toys for the baby. Oh, look at him crawling around. Good stuff. Like they're planning happiness, they're planning joy, they're planning support and love in your mind. But other people, they're like, yeah, I don't think that's gonna work out. This seems a little too out there. That seems too hard. This challenging. They may have your best interest at heart. They might just be saying that right now things aren't don't seem possible from their perspective. They might just be trying to keep you safe. They might be trying to help you to, stay on a path that they know works. But if you know that your path will require you to go places that are uncharted, if you have to take the unbeaten path, if you have to go a way that others haven't before, if you have to do things, oh, perfect. That just reminded me. If you want things that others don't have, you must do things that others won't do. If you wanted to revolutionize the smartphone industry, you have to do something that hasn't been done before. Like iPhones. When iPhones came out, everyone had the phones where it had the keyboard on it. Like you would to send a text message, you have to like open up the keyboard. Let me get my hands on the screen. To send a text message, you have to open up the keyboard and then click, 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 and then send it. iPhone said, no, we're just going to have one big screen and it's going to have the home button, the power button, the volume button, and the headphones. And everybody's living crazy. Now, iPhones are like the biggest, I don't know if they're actually the biggest, but I know they're at least top three biggest smartphone companies in the world. And they don't just do phones, they do computers, they even have TVs. Now, they have their own streaming services, things like that. They revolutionized. To get something that others didn't have, they did things that others wouldn't do. So when other people are trying to plant these seeds of doubt and worry and fear in your mind, you have to be the one to protect your garden. You have to put up the gate and decide who gets to come in, who gets to plant, who gets to take some fruit, and who gets to be a part of you. Because imagine if I took little tiny seeds, like just tiny little seeds, and I just planted one of them. Not a huge difference. But if I plant 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000, you're going to have a problem on your hands. And that's why I'm so big on being tolerant of people, but also having very strong boundaries. I won't let somebody around me who tries to make me doubt myself. I won't have somebody around me who says, Lawrence, there's no way that's possible. Yeah, there's no way that's possible for you because you're not the one making it happen. I'm the one who's making it happen. It is 2:40, like it is 2:49 in the morning on a Sunday, and I'm recording a video for a membership program that I run by myself, created by myself. Yeah, I learned how to do it from other people, but I paid to learn how to do that. I said, this dream is worth me putting my money into, worth me putting my time into, worth me putting everything I got into it. And that is why it is 2:50 in the morning and I'm on this video recording it while the whole world is asleep right now. Now, that is, again, why I tell you it is so big that you are aware of what others are saying to you. Because those little itty bitty drops of doubt over a long enough time with enough consistency will create problems for you. So be wise about who you let around you. Next up. Now, while being wise about who you let around you, being wise in what thoughts and emotions you entertain and the behaviors you allow yourself to do, you got to understand, what do you want? What flowers, what goals, rewards, situation, desired outcome do you want? So, more money, there's a seed for that. Relationships, learn a language, become more organized, whatever it is you want, there is a seed for that. There is a thought, there is a belief that if you allow it to grow in your mind and you take steps towards increasing that, you will get the desired result. For example, a lot of people want to make more money. Obviously, want to make more money, get a better house, big, faster car, provide for your family, whatever your reason is for wanting more money. There's millions of ways to get some money. You could get a job. You could get a college degree and become a doctor, which, yeah, you're going to have a lot of student loan debt, but on paper, you're making a lot of money. You could sell a product. You could create a membership. You could make books. There's so many ways. However, before you can get to the money, you have to think of how will you get to the money. You have to think you are capable. You have to believe in yourself that you can achieve that. You have to see it as being possible. Now, a better relationship. A lot of people think, oh no, I'm not tall enough, I'm not handsome enough, I'm not this enough, I'm not smart enough, I'm not this or that, and no girl or guy is ever going to want me. Because of that thought, you're going to bring that reality to your life. Because if somebody came to you and they're like, wow, you're so pretty, you're so handsome, you're so this, I want to take you on a date. I want you to be my husband. You're going to think that they're lying when they're telling the flat out truth because of your own thoughts. You've allowed weeds and all these undesirable things to grow in your mind to become a part of your garden, that when something good happens, when a blessing comes, when prosperity comes to you, you're going to push it away because you don't think you're capable of it. You don't think you deserve that. And because you don't think you deserve it, you're going to bring about a life where you don't have it. You can only have what you think you're capable of. You can only be who you feel and believe that you are. You can only have a good relationship with others if you have a good relationship with yourself. And this is why everything starts in the mind. You need to protect your mental. You need to be around the kind of people, places, things, and opportunities that support you, not tear you down. And the same thing goes for other things like learning a language. Yeah, it could be pretty hard, but if you think I can do it, if you put in the work to do that thing over a long enough period of time, you will have done it. Okay? I know people who are bilingual. Yes, some of them just became bilingual because their parent was an immigrant and they learned the main language as well as learning English growing up. Some of them that was the case. Other ones learned a new language when they were older. But it all started with them thinking it's possible. Same thing goes for being more organized. I'm not a very neat person, okay? I'm not a neat freak. If you guys saw like how I organize things, you'd think it could be a little chaotic. But I have a system that works for me. I know what worked for me. And I'm a lot more organized than I used to be. I'm a lot more neat than I used to be. But it all started with thinking it is possible. It all started with planting that seed, watering it, letting it grow, and reaping the fruits of my labor. Now, finally, the final takeaway, and this is one of the most important things. You only have a limited amount of space in this garden, okay? You guys will almost never hear me say anything whatsoever about limiting ourselves, but in your garden, you only have a limited amount of space to plant, okay? Even if you had the entire world is a limited amount of dirt. There's a limited amount of dirt on the planet that you can plant in. So you have to use it wisely and be aware of what you're planting, who you're allowing to plant with you, who are you allowing to get the fruit of your labor, which you can refer to as who are you giving blessing to, who are you giving money to, who are you allowing access to you, who are you allowing access to your mind, allowing access to your money, allowing access to just plain you. What are you allowing access to you? So are you allowing vices to damage you? Are you allowing people to disrespect you? Are you allowing yourself to disrespect yourself? Because that's a huge one. A lot of times we can be our own biggest enemy. We could be the one holding ourselves back. We could be the one who's messing up our money, messing up our life, messing up our health. Because at the end of the day, we are not allowing ourselves to be controlled by others. That's one of the biggest things and why I started this group. I want to help people to realize that you don't need to allow others to control you. You don't need to allow others to rule your life. Yes, you might be living at home with your family, which right now I'm living at home with my mom. So there's certain rules I have to follow, certain things I can't do because I'm living with my family. Okay? I can't go out and get a 6 foot iguana, even though I really want to, and I could, but can't do that for safety reasons because I have siblings who come inside of my room. Now, a more relatable example to most people would be that even though you're your own person, you're your own individual, because you might be living at home with your family, you can't be playing music loud at 2 in the morning. That's why I'm kind of whispering right now because I'm not trying to wake people up. I'm not trying, hear them getting mad about it. But because you only have a limited amount of space in your mind, you have to be aware of what you allow to grow there. If you keep allowing the seeds of fear, doubt, anger, stress, etc., to grow in your mind, sooner or later, you're going to have some big problems mentally because stress is a silent killer. Let me tell you, stress is a silent killer. A lot of people, when you get stressed out, it messes up your organs, it messes up your mental, your skin looks different. You can see it in people's eyes, okay? Stress is a silent and very dangerous killer. So be aware of what you allow to grow there. Be aware of who you allow to be a part of you. Be aware of all these things. And I hope that each one of you has an absolutely blessed day. And I'm going to leave you on one final note. When you have a dream so big that you are willing to do things like this, where you're up at 2, it is, no, it's actually 3 a.m. right now. When you're up at 3 a.m. working on it, you got to understand that is passion, that is drive, that is something to be proud of. And I want to give myself a pat on the back for that. And I want to give each and every one of you a pat on the back for that because I know some of you are artists who'll be up for like a whole day just painting. Some of you are photographers. Some of you are just like, you gotta make me proud too. Like it makes me proud to see that you guys are putting in that work too. It makes me proud to see that you guys are taking care of yourselves, doing the right thing, and staying on the right track. Because when I started doing this, nobody told me that it's not a 9 to 5. This is a 7 365. Okay, I don't work a 9 to 5. I work a 375. I work a 7 365. Yeah, I'm a little tired, so kind of kind of drifting off right there. But yet again, have a blessed day, and I hope that each and every one of you has learned something here. Make sure you comment, let me know what you think, and how I can best support you. Have a good one.